Maui. Get your Maui fix on. I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. I actually pulled into the parking lot here at the Papakea, and these wonderful folks here recognized me on the one wheel, and they came up, and we've been chatting this whole time. So they actually just purchased a unit here back in January, and I told them I'd do a shout out. So E305 is their unit, and they have it advertised on a website called Maui Dreams Come True. And anyway, I've been talking to them forever, but they're super nice, but they have some wonderful tips that I wanted to share with you before we get to the Papakea Resort. Number one, because they just flew in, they said, number one, print out your test results, your negative test results. They said it's very important to have a physical copy of it. Number two, they said if you come in through Honolulu and then connect to Maui, you will need 2 QR codes, not just one. You'll need 2. And then the third thing they said, rent their unit at the Papakea. So anyway, super nice couple, and I really, I love the one wheel and cruising around, but I just, I run into all kinds of wonderful people, so I apologize for the delay if you've been waiting. So anyway, where are we at today? We are at the Papakea Resort. This is many viewer requests have either commented or called me and said, hey, please show us this property we own here, or we haven't been there in so many years. It's one of our favorites. And oh yeah, before I forget, if you're new to the channel, my name is Eric West. I'm all about teaching you everything you need to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find it in the listing. And I have been promoting the Maui Food Line video, which is a video, if you haven't seen it, please Google it up. Just go mauifoodline.com. No, not just mauifoodline.com. Maui Food Line in YouTube. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble. I better hurry up. So we're gonna really quick just zoom over here. But if you don't mind watching the Maui Food Line video, you will definitely enjoy it, because it will open up your eyes as to what's going on here as far as a food donations that are needed. So I'd really appreciate it if you would watch that video, share it if you can, give to the Maui Food Bank if you can. And then secondly is to show people what's going on here on Maui, because it's really important that we expose the beauty of Maui and that things are relatively normal here, and they really are. So this is the pool here at the Papakea. There's basically 2 different Hello, how are you? I'm live right now, and
we watched you every day.
No way, did you really?
Every day she had you on the YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome. Now you're on the YouTube.
Yeah,
That's awesome. It was encouraging.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I might be getting chased down by a guy because he saw me on the one wheel. I might be getting in trouble. So you guys,
They shouldn't chase you.
you guys might have to, like, defend me when he shows up, because I promise I'm just trying to help people see the Papakea and come rent here. So, do you guys own here, or do you just?
we're just visiting.
You're just visiting. Wow, that's fantastic.
You're amazing on that thing.
There it is, the famous one wheel. So anything you want to share with the viewers as far as what your experience was like coming over? How long was your wait at the airport?
It wasn't long at all. It opened up on Thursday. We came in on Saturday from Florida.
Okay.
And we had a problem, or the state of Florida had a problem downloading some of the COVID results from, but we did CVS. It worked well.
CVS? And how long before you got your results? How long did that take?
It took us probably about 68 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
it
bad.
was really close to
Yeah.
that.
And how long was the wait at the airport?
Oh, that really surprised us, because when we got off the plane, the line was like really long, but they were really efficient. We were for 45 minutes or so. That's
Okay.
about it.
So, and what day did you come in?
We came in on Saturday.
On Saturday. Okay. Wow. So under an hour for sure?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think of the Papakea so far?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So you recommend it? Thumbs up to the people that are checking it out?
Definitely thumbs up.
Yeah.
2 scoops of rice, bro.
And what's your favorite thing about the resort so far?
Gee.
I just like, I'm into landscaping, so
Yeah.
I'm really into looking at the different plants, because I'm from Florida, so this
Yeah.
is like home to,
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just ran into some folks in the parking lot. They recognized me and they said, they just bought here, and I said, why did you buy here? And she said the same thing. She loves the way it's kept up, the flowers, the fauna, all that.
And, The unit we're staying on is right here on the corner unit on the beach. She saw you yesterday next door.
Oh yeah, I saw your comment. That's right. Yeah.
And you know, the birds and everything, and it's just the sound of the waves. And you look out there, and that's Molokai behind us, isn't it?
That is Molokai right there. Yes, sir. Yep, right there.
You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful scenery. The temperature is just wonderful. It's just really relaxing.
Yeah.
We like the hot tub.
The hot tub, that's key, right? Well, hey guys.
At 75 years old, the hot tub is key.
All right.
Pack your bags and come along.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Nice to meet you
Glad
guys
we
in
could
person.
see you.
Yeah. Thanks for saying hi.
Take care.
Hey, how you doing, bro? I'm doing. Oh no, I'm promoting Papakea right now.
So you are staying in here?
No, I actually, I'm from next door. I'm at Kaanapali Shores.
So do you have any documents to film you in the Papakea?
Well, I'm friends with those guys right there.
So you are not supposed to.
And then these other people that would.
Yes, sir. Stop filming me. Okay.
E305.
Yeah, stop filming. Okay. So I'm just gonna let you know that skateboarding on property is not allowed.
Yeah. It's not a skateboard actually.
Yeah, is it?
No, that's a one wheel.
The same.
No,
Same as
skateboard has
skateboard.
4 wheels. This just has one.
Okay, whatever. Sir, stop filming me and then you
Well,
can
no, I'm doing a promotional video for your
Sir.
resort. I'm trying to help bring guests over here, but I respect what you're saying and I will leave.
Yeah, please.
Okay?
If you have any documents, then it's fine. But if you don't have, you can leave now.
Okay, but just so you know, your guests and your owners are not going to be very happy because I'm.
No, that's why somebody called me. Okay? Somebody
Okay,
told me
all
that
right. I'm
somebody
just trying to help. That's all I'm
skateboarding,
trying to
okay?
do. I'm raising money for the Maui Food Bank, and I'm raising awareness of Papakea so
Stop
people
filming me, sir.
will come here and stay.
You stop filming me?
No, I can hold my phone and film. That's not illegal. I know that.
So you can leave now, right now.
Okay, I will. Hey, thank you very much. Aloha. All right, but when people come here, you'll be nicer, right?
Thank you.
All right. So anyway, hey, can I just walk over to K Shores? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thanks, bro. They're okay with me over there. So,
Yeah.
well, should we send all the people that were watching this over to K Shores?
Over there then.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you're the first guy that's ever kicked me out, just so you know.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, I'll remember it. I'm Eric. Hey, I was trying to be nice. Oh, well, you know, hey, I was going to show you Papakea on the one wheel, but I got booted. As you can see, I made a beeline, and he caught up to me because those wonderful guests were chatty, and that's cool. But here, real quick, let me show you the resort. It's basically a mirror image. If you look at a satellite image of this property, you will see that there's basically, it's like a mirror image. So what you just saw right there, there's an exact replica of it over to the north. So Papakea, just going to give you the quick rundown here. Built in 1977. What's unique about this property is that it's both leasehold and fee simple, which is very unusual. And I like that. If you're going to buy a leasehold, buy it in a property such as this, where you basically have the majority are fee simple, and there's a few leasehold holdouts, is what I call them. Those are people that couldn't afford to buy the lease. And it's a big property. So it sits on about, I think it's 12 acres. I think it's 12 acres, yeah. And there's a total of 364 units in this property. So there's a lot going on here. And they range from 1 to 3 bedrooms. So yes, it's one of the few places that you can get a 3-bedroom unit. And the square footages range from, the studios are down at about 435 square feet. And then the 3 bedrooms go all the way up to 2,220. And there's a grand total of 11 buildings. And as that wonderful gentleman mentioned over there, they have hot tubs, and there are tennis courts, pickleball courts, and very strict staff that don't like people riding around on one wheels. So I can almost guarantee you, if you come here, you will never run into me unless I'm flying through here at a very high rate of speed. So, but hey, what I did want to show you actually, because you'll see right now, one of the disadvantages of the Papakea is you have a seawall situation, right? So you're not going to be really sitting on the beach when you're staying at Papakea. That's just not going to happen because there is no beach. As you can see, there's just this there's a little bit of sand right there. So, but really, there's no beach here. So the way you get to the beach is, as I mentioned to that gentleman, I said, hey, I want to walk over to Kaanapali Shores, and they have a beach most of the time. Let's go check it out. And here's some wonderful people playing tennis ball. Boy, I'm telling you what, it has been an exciting life today. That's probably the most action. That's almost like Cops without the cop. Hey.
Good job.
Thank you. Pretty cool, huh?
It's fun.
Do you have one too?
We've done it. We don't have one, but we've done it.
Our ones, obviously, because they flush up against the ocean. And then right over here, you can see, you can kind of horn in on the beach at Kaanapali Shores. And you can legally come over here. Check it out. So you kind of get the best of both worlds in a way. Yeah, the beach is not right in front of you. And this, by the way, is a little canal, sort of a waterway, if you will, for flood control. It doesn't smell. It's very, you know, it's just nice fresh water that doesn't have an odor. Some people have asked about that in the past. And here we are at Kaanapali Shores. And as you can see, there's plenty of beach here right now. Now this beach does come and go sometimes, especially in the north, when the north swells really start rolling in, then this can just be up to the seawall and just rocks. But it's been a while since it's been that way. It's been beach for quite a while. And over here, of course, is Kaanapali Shores. I just did a live here the other day, and I did walk around. I should have walked around Papakea. I don't know, I just thought they'd be cool, but they weren't. Hope I wasn't too disrespectful to that guy, but I don't know. He seemed a little too uptight. It's like, it's Maui, man. They don't enforce anything here. That is actually true. The only thing is, I will tell you, is that they do enforce talking on your cell phone while you're driving. That one's about a $300 ticket, so keep that in mind when you're driving around Maui. That's illegal. Okay, now over here we've got the Kaanapali Beach Club, which is the big giant pink hotel. Used to be an Embassy Suites. Now this is all timeshare, so you cannot purchase these individual units as fee simple. This is literally points. You buy points and you get to stay for, you know, a week or two here or there. You can exchange the points and you stay at different properties, things of that nature. So, but I'll just quickly show you this just for the heck of it, because I'm not riding around Papakea. But I think I got the finer points covered. And I will not one wheel on this property because, you know, I don't want to get in trouble again, especially not on live YouTube. But I'm telling you, if those folks hadn't have chatted with me, I'd have been all over that property. He'd just be running around trying to catch me. Once again, that is sort of the advantage of these things. It's like, all I ever hear is, hey, you know what? Unless they're on a golf cart. The golf carts you got to worry about, but at any rate. You know what, if you notice right now, this is unusual. We have a little bit of a weather pattern right now of overcast skies, which is very, very unusual, but I'll be honest with you, it is a little bit of a break from the normal, not heat, but you know, direct sunlight. So on the west side of Maui and the leeward side, this is actually kind of a nice little change of pace. The sunsets can kind of vary at this weather pattern. Sometimes the sun is just completely hidden and it just gets dark and it goes away. Other times there's enough light that can peek through and all of a sudden you get this explosion of color. I don't know which way it's going to go tonight. I know we have a little bit of time before the sunset. I thought I'd be spending more time cruising around Papakea. But what I will do right now is I'm going to head down to the water just real quick so you can have your Zen moment. And then if the sunset ends up being amazing, like above and beyond, I will turn the live back on again. I was just talking to Zoltan. Thumbs up, buddy. Thanks for the call. And he was mentioning the video I did in Kihei a few weeks ago and that sunset and how spectacular it was. And it really was. If you haven't had a chance to watch that video, please do so, because it's just really... I've had more than one person call me and say it brought a tear to their eye because it was just one of those sunsets. And so part of my lives is honestly me not just rambling and talking about stuff, but it's really just to have a Zen moment, like for real, some extended just ocean time. And I'm okay with it because I'm actually decompressing from my day as well. And yeah, we just kind of spend a little time on the water. Okay, there you'll see a sunset cruise happening right now. I can see people on the deck of that boat. So that's very likely a sunset cruise that's happening. Matter of fact, that's the Terralani right there. So those are going out on a regular basis. What else can I update you on? If you haven't been watching my lives, I kind of try to mention what I'm learning that's open. Activities, if you book the activities through a timeshare place, matter of fact, the one I showed on Front Street, you would actually go to a 2-hour presentation here at the Kaanapali Beach Club, and you get a 50% discount. So he's pretty dialed into activities. He said everything is up and running except for the luau's. They won't be up and running, he said, until the end of December. They require like a lot of people to show up in order to make it cost efficient. I've heard that Mama's is open or opening very soon. Pacifico is opening up October 30th, right around the corner. Fantastic oceanfront restaurant at the 505 in Lahaina. What else? What else can I think of on the fly? I'm totally off my game now. That guy, I had this whole plan of what I was going to do. I gotta, But seriously, the Papakea, I just have to shout it out. The Papakea is a fantastic resort. Please book it up if you can. That guy was just doing his job. It's totally cool. And, I really, truly have my heart in the right place. I'm trying to promote it, trying to get the word out there. And specifically, there was a few people that asked me to come. They want to see the property again. So sorry that happened. I'll go back if you want me to with a gimbal and just walk around. And hopefully he doesn't recognize me. I'll wear something different. But it is a really fabulous option for both purchasing and renting. One thing about the Papakea that you should know is it's a pretty wide scope of price ranges. You can pick up a studio in there, all the way down in the 400s. And they go all the way up to $1 million and change. So there's a lot of price range in there. Matter of fact, I think there was actually one that sold in the 200s, excuse me. And then the other thing that's unique about that property is it does qualify for VA loans. So if you served our country, thank you very much for your service. And if you have that VA loan capability, which you would if you were in the service, you can purchase a unit there with no money down with your VA benefits. So that's one of those hybrid properties that allows that. So. The sun should be over there somewhere, but as you can tell with this weather pattern, we're not seeing a whole lot of it. But that's okay. The weather right now is actually very comfortable. It's not humid at all whatsoever. Right now, just to orientate you, we're looking at the island of Molokai right there. Over here to the left is the beautiful island of Lanai. This is the Maui Kai, and then just past the Maui Kai is the Mahana. Means twins in Hawaiian, so there's two oceanfront buildings. I call those the boats because they're so close to the ocean that you can actually get spray up on your lanai during a big swell and the waves are crashing. But I'm shouting out all of these condos because, as I've said before, these are all individually owned units. So everything other than a hotel, right, and maybe this timeshare behind me, but all the condominiums in Maui are individually owned by investors or people that bought it because they wanted a place on Maui and they rent it out and they have a small business. And some are locals and some are people on the mainland and some are people in Japan, UK, Germany, Australia. Shout out to all those wonderful countries. And they rent those out and it's a business for them. It returns usually between 2 and 4% cash on cash. 30% down is the mortgage that you need for a condominium, but if you do that, typically it'll pay for the mortgage and you get 2 to 6 weeks for free basically on Maui and you get to write the trip off as a tax write-off. So these are small businesses. So the reason I'm doing this, obviously I'm being asked to go to these properties, but I'm also doing it to promote them. So instead of booking at the Marriott, instead of booking at the Sheraton, instead of booking at the Hyatt, those are great outfits, but they're not local small businesses, and I consider each one of these individually owned units a small business that is hanging in the balance, and we need your patronage to come and visit and stay there. And you know what, you're going to have a different experience at a hotel. And you know what I find, it's really cool, is a lot of times they come back and they stay at the same unit every year. They basically get to be friends with the owners, and it just becomes a relationship, and you kind of have like this spot on Maui that's yours. It's like a home. Whereas a hotel is not really like a home. A hotel is a hotel, and you got to eat at the restaurant, and they charge too much money. A condo, when you stay, is someone else's home, and you get to enjoy it, and it has different touches. They'll have sometimes, you know, body boards, boogie boards, they'll have chairs, snorkel gear, you know, they try to help you out and take care of you. So there's more of a hospitality factor, there's more of an aloha factor in my opinion. And of course, as you can see, these resorts, these condos have got the amenities that a hotel has. It has hot tubs and pools and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, for whatever reason, I wanted to see these condominiums do well. I want to see everything rebound. I want to see the economy come back. And so that's why I'm kind of pointing this out, because there's a lot of people I'm hearing from that didn't know that, basically. They're like, oh, didn't even, matter of fact, I talked to a gentleman today that just booked at the Ridge up in Kapalua. He's like, I didn't know that place was there. It looks cool, and you got a smoking deal. And that's the other thing. If you go to VRBO, if you go to Airbnb, all you have to do, and I'll put the links in the description. Matter of fact, right now, I want to point this out. If you guys have been following me, you know, a lot of people are like, ooh, a bug just went in my mouth. If you, tasty. If you look in the bottom, over here it's on this side, but you know, if you look on the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you'll see this little arrow, right? This little teeny arrow. Just click on it, boom, it's going to open up this cornucopia of information I prepared just for you. And so if you click on that right now, you'll see all the units for sale at the Papakea. You'll see everything that's sold recently. You'll see the VRBO page to the Papakea. You'll see all the links for the COVID testing site, for getting your QR code. You'll see all the airlines and all of their different COVID testing pages. You're going to see my condo ROI calculator, so you can see exactly how we calculate that 4%. You're going to see the Maui Market Weekly Real Estate Watch that I do that has all the data for everything that's sold here in the last 3 years and everything that's happened in a spreadsheet format. So anyway, it's just like boom, resources. So please do me a favor, click on that. And then of course the most important thing is you got to get yourself one of my t-shirts, right? Because YouTube reached out to me and they said, hey Eric, you can now make a t-shirt for your channel. And I was like, no way, really? I always wanted a t-shirt and I did. I mean, who doesn't want their own t-shirt? I mean, that's cool. So I put the logo for the channel on the t-shirt, and you'll see there's a link to that. It's called ipracticealoha.com. Check it out, get yourself a t-shirt, and then when I run into you on Maui, I'll have my t-shirt, you'll have your t-shirt. It'll be like a moment. Because mine are coming, they just shipped, so I'm getting them, man. I'm getting in the t-shirt business, man. I'm just kidding, but it's fun, you know. I'm just having a good time, and I appreciate all you guys supporting what I'm doing here. It's honestly, it's just fun and easy. I've never done anything like easier and more fun. I mean, it's just cool. I'm just hanging out at the beach, you know, talking to myself, holding a phone, and people think I'm weird, but I've always been a little weird, I'll be honest with you. That's why I punched out of society and moved to Maui 10 years ago. Man, you don't do that unless you got a screw loose somewhere inside your head, trust me. So, hey man, I don't regret it for a minute, and I'm so glad my kids got to experience this. Boys, if you're watching, aloha, hey, comment. What do you think about being raised on Maui, huh? Did it beat the suburbs of Colorado? Come on now. And you all have 4.0s coming out of the high school practically, right? Colton, good job, 4.0, buddy. You know, I told my kids, man, this is the kind of dad I am. I said, all right, guys, we all know the schools in Hawaii are pretty easy, right? I mean, yeah, we like go surf, bro. So I said, hey, listen, get a 4.0. In high school, I mean, what do you really remember from high school? I mean, I just remember like Judy, and I'm just kidding. But seriously, I know high school is important, don't get me wrong, but I said, look, get a 4.0. You can write your ticket. My son Colton is going to try to go to the Air Force Academy. You know, I got 2 boys at UH. This is how much they love Hawaii. They could have gone to college anywhere, and they chose to stay on Oahu, right? Got to make sure you get those Waikiki waves in between classes. So anyway, it's a great place to raise a family. It's a great place to be in general, you know, and it's just, yeah, it's the United States of America too, man. It just is. Okay, so what I'm seeing for the first time here is a little minor kind of glowish factor happening right there. So that could be the beginnings of something. I just don't know what's going to happen tonight. You know, I put a picture up, if you saw my thumbnail, that was like my anticipatory, like, you know what they say, like write it down and, you know, throw it out there, have your dream board, you know. So that picture was like, I'm putting it out there, man. I want a sunset that's like off the charts. So I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, but that's my hope, my intention for you guys. And if you're getting bored, I understand. You can tune back later if you want to when the sunset shows up. In the meantime, you know what? I'm just going to shut up for a while, because that actually is my default mode. I'm an introvert, believe it or not. And I'm just going to let you guys enjoy some sights and sounds of Maui. We get a little closer than that. Come on, let's get in there. So by the way, if you're just tuning into this video by chance, I am standing just to the south of the Papakea Resort. Papakea is just past where the beach sand ends. That's Kaanapali Shores. I got ejected from Papakea because I was on my one wheel. It's okay, he was doing his job. Still rent there. Still buy there. It's a good place. That just shows you that their management is on top of rule enforcement, even though technically I was not on a skateboard. I think I'd win in a court of law. And I'm kind of just waiting right now to see what the sunset is doing. If you stay at the Papakea, you do have access to this little strip of beach because there's a walkway that I just went over that gets you to right here. And the other thing, if you haven't watched my beach walk videos, you could probably just put in Maui beach walk. But one of the beautiful things about staying in this area is that you can walk over here right in front of that, I call it the Pink Hotel, Kaanapali Beach Club, and it'll take you to the north end of Kaanapali Beach. And then you can walk from there on the boardwalk right in front of Duke's, Honua Kai, 4 or 5 different Westons, and then Maui Ka'anapali Villas, and then after that, Lahaina Resort, Royal Lahaina Resort, and then Maui El Dorado, which I shot yesterday for you on a viewer request. And then of course you end up at the Black Rock Sheraton, which is opening up November 12th. But please don't book there. Please book at the Papakea and support our wonderful local small business owners that are individually operating and renting out their units. And then you can continue from there, go through the Sheraton Black Rock, go on to the next beach walk that'll take you all the way down to a public, it's all public, don't get me wrong, but it'll take you to a city or a park at the very end where the canoes are. And then you can continue your oceanfront walk all the way in front of the Waiakuli Beach Parks. And then you'll end up at the north end of Front Street. And from there, you can continue to walk all the way down Front Street. And of course, at that point, you're going to be hungry. And right now, shout out your favorite restaurants on Front Street. I'm going to give you mine, Kimo's. Shout out for Kimo's. But there's, of course, Mala. We just learned day before yesterday that, what is it, is moving to Aloha Mixed Plate. I'm having a brain seizure. Star Noodle is moving to the Aloha Mixed Plate locations, what I've been told. You've got Freda's Best Margaritas. On Maui, you've got Mala, Honu, and then of course in town you've got the old Kimo's, and the Kimo's is open. Mala is open. There you go. What more do you need? But anyway, you can continue walking down Front Street, and then there's another beach down there in Lahaina, which I recently one-wheeled all the way down that. You can continue walk, that's all on the beach. So one thing I noticed, people come here sometimes and they exercise in the morning, and they run on the street. It's like, don't do that, run on the beach or run on a beach walk. It's a fantastic place to exercise. Well guys, I'm not too sure what's going on here. I kind of feel like I'm in Seattle right now, or Washington. Kind of gray skies. Come on, Maui, where's it at? Don't let me down. What's gonna happen? Of course, I got booted from Papakea so fast I didn't expect to be down here this early, so. Anyway, hopefully this is okay. Just refill your drink and enjoy some more. I'm just gonna keep going. Why? Because I don't care. It's just YouTube, right? It's free. Let's do it. We're gonna see what this sunset does. And we're gonna go right back into our Zen. We're just gonna go right back into that Zen Maui fix. And I'm gonna be quiet here for a while. But I kind of wanted to update everybody in case they just tuned in and I'm just sitting here, you know, staring at the beach. Wow, I didn't expect that one. I'm glad it's an iPhone 11 because I know it's waterproof. At least I hope it is. That's funny. That must have looked cool. Make sure there's not a wetness on the camera there. I know if there's a little dot, that can be annoying. Well, as you can see here, we've got a lot of people. There's like one guy, second gal there. So, you know, it's still a great time to come to Maui because you're just going to experience low numbers. I don't know about you, but that's good. It's nice having a beach all to yourself. When's the last time that happened to you in Southern California? Or in New Jersey? Or in Florida, huh? Yeah. Even on Maui, it never happens. So you have to recognize these opportunities in history. You know, it's interesting. If you study history, a lot of fortunes are made in the bad times. There's opportunity. Matter of fact, I'm going to say, out of every challenge comes a greater opportunity to succeed and do well. It's the challenges that make us great. And so my challenge to you, come to Maui, because this is a payoff you'll probably never get again in your life. It's going to fill up again. Things will get back to relative normal, and it's just a great opportunity. Oh wow. There's something swimming in the ocean right here. You guys probably can't see it. It's an eagle ray. Just came up right there. A little baby eagle ray. Check that out. That is so cool. I've never seen an eagle ray this close to the beach. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hang on a second. I gotta get a zoom on it. Hang on. We're gonna do it. I hope. Oh, don't go away, buddy. Oh man. Oh, there it is. Can you see that shadow? Oh, I hope he comes up. Look at that. I only see him out surfing. Sorry for the walking and the shaking. I wonder if he'll come up to the surface. Come on, buddy. YouTube stardom. Oh, no way! That did not just happen. Oh my gosh! What? Did you guys see that? No, seriously, that was nuts. What? I can't even think right now. I cannot even think what just happened. I can't even see him anymore. That was crazy. I don't see him anymore. He said, you know what? That's stardom, and I'm out. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, I'm gonna replay that. I think I might have missed part of that jump. I have never, ever even seen that before. That's crazy. It was right after I said YouTube stardom. I want that little symbol, you know, where it says it blows your mind, that emoji where your brain is like exploding out of your head. If someone could find that emoji and put it on the screen, that would make my mind blown. Mind blown. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. If you're just tuning in, you might want to back up about a minute, because the craziest, amazingest thing just ever happened I've ever seen in my life. A eagle ray, a baby eagle ray, I was following it on Zoom, and I told him, hey buddy, this is your chance, be a YouTube star. And literally the moment I uttered those words, he launched himself out of the water. Oh, is that the mind blown one? I can't, by the way, I love when you guys comment, I really do, but I don't have my reading glasses on, I cannot read a thing. So, but still, don't stop commenting, I can go back and read them later. But did someone find the mind blown emoji? Is it available on YouTube? Oh, that was so crazy. That cannot be topped, I'm sorry. That will never be topped in my opinion. Oh, it's nuts. And I'm so glad it's recorded for all posterity, like it's there. Someone just said, I think my family just rewinded it. Better than sunset. Okay, I can read these comments now because I'm holding the camera. I'm holding the phone 18 feet from my face, so I can still barely make it out, but you're in tune with the universe. Love it, man. Rewinded. That's good. Wow. That's kind of fun reading these comments. I've never done that before. The other thing that's really cool right now, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but the colors right now are totally different than normal. Because there's so much sort of cloud cover, it's almost like this aquamarine green kind of coloration happening. I'm sure you can see that, but oh, wait a second, look over here on the far side of Molokai. We've got some sunset busting out over there. That's pretty cool. I'll pull it back in. Yeah, I have kind of a feeling that this sunset is not going to deliver the massive magnitude of color I was hoping for, but you know what? That little spotted eagle ray doesn't matter. That's more than enough compensation. I've seen a lot of eagle rays in my life. I've never seen one breach the water like that. I've seen them mating and flopping around and doing all that stuff. But that was so nuts. I'm gonna be dreaming about that tonight. Sorry, I'm just kind of moving around here a little bit. My apologies. I'm actually trying to get back to where my one wheel was. I don't see it. I want to make sure it's still there. I got so distracted. Don't think anybody would snag it, but you know how it is. They could be like, oh look, someone forgot their one wheel. Definitely the most dramatic thing happening right now is right there. Okay, I see it. Okay, I'm better now. Just a very light sprinkle. I'm feeling like little baby Hawaiian drops of rain, just baby. That's the other thing is when it rains here, it's so funny. It's just like it feels good. It doesn't even make you cold. Or I got caught in the rain a few times when I was in Minnesota last summer, and man, you go from hot to hypothermic in like 5 minutes. Here it rains and you're just like, ah. Look at the amount of rain falling over there right now in Lanai. That is just thick. You can't even see through it. A lot of you guys know that in the evening you get the rainbows over on the West Maui Mountains because the sun is shining that direction, and then in the mornings you get the rainbows on this side because the sun is just coming up over the West Maui Mountains, and then you have these little rain showers happening over the water. So that's the direction if you're a rainbow guy. I'm a rainbow guy, I love rainbows. Chasing rainbows. Try to video them and take pictures of them, and they're gone before they showed up. But yeah, it's just a real special place. It's like every videographer's dream come true, photographer's dream come true. I mean, I've got the easiest content creation program on YouTube. I just turn the camera on and it's happening all around. All right, guys. Well, listen, I think I'm going to sign off. If this thing blows up, I'm going to let you know. But I'm going to just say that was unbelievable. Like, seriously, what just happened, I will never forget that for the rest of my life. So I'm so glad that we all got to experience it. If you're just tuning in, going, what the heck's he talking about? Rewind it. You'll see a beautiful eagle ray baby just jumped out of the air on cue, basically. So thanks again. If you've enjoyed the video, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Don't forget the Maui Food Line video. Please watch it. If you can give to the Maui Food Bank, please do. If you can't, that's cool. Just share the video. And if you can come to Maui, please do, because Maui is amazing and we need your support. We need your tourism dollars and we need you to come here. So whether it's this year or next year, whatever you can do, links in the description, check them all out. And I promise I'll be back again. Keep the suggestions coming and I'll keep doing my best to get out there and make it happen. All right, until next time, tomorrow, Eric West out. Cannot forget about what just happened. That's crazy.